Laptop's booting up. Mic's set. Chairs in place. Perfect. We're ready.
What's up? How y'all doing today? It's your girl Auntie and Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, I'm a little excited. I was just showing DC some of my gifts. But yeah, thank y'all for joining the girl tonight. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. BFAM 109.6. It's your girl Auntie, and definitely we are here to make it make sense. If you're trying to contact, you have a suggestion, you need something answered for you, reach out 657-556-2461. If you text, I will respond. Or you can email me, lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com. And of course, you can find me here on YouTube, Auntie_MIMS, Auntie Make It Make Sense. Facebook, Auntie Chris. If you need somebody to talk to, hit me up. I am available. Even if I'm working, shoot me a text. I'll text you back. We'll set up a time. We will get it together. And trust me, you don't always need insurance to get therapy. I promise you, you don't. Accountability therapy. If you have children that are looking for somebody they need to just talk to, y'all can hit your girl up, Auntie. Yes, maybe the 9 o'clock podcast is not for them, but they can reach me at daytime and listen. Auntie does make it make sense with the kids. So hit us up every Tuesday. Make sure y'all tune in. You can hit me up 24/7. I'm available. And the man of the hour, Mr. Smooth Transition Designs Media Group, LLC, Smooth Transition Design. Make sure y'all contact him, Facebook, Instagram. He is now on TikTok. You all reach out to the man of the hour. Of course, y'all know, get your Auntie-ism t-shirts, $15. You can't beat it. Get your Auntie-ism t-shirts, and it is a noun. It is the practice of living with radical self-assurance, high standards, and a deep-seated refusal to entertain nonsense. Make sure y'all get y'all Auntie-ism t-shirts. I'm telling y'all, support the cause. Support. Listen, help me help y'all. I promise y'all, I always give back to the community, as y'all can see every Tuesday. So make sure you got any birthday parties, any events coming up, hit up Smooth Transitions, get you a design, something different. I know he got sales going on right now. So I'm telling you, you want to go ahead and hit him up. Any other walks, graduation. I know he got a kick-ass graduation going off right now. So if you need t-shirts, those, all that good stuff, y'all go ahead and hit your boy up. You won't be disappointed. And listen, so this is my Auntie-ism shirt, and I have washed this shirt a couple times. I do have multiple shirts, so we're not going to say that I don't. I have multiple Auntie-ism t-shirts, but this one here particularly has been worn multiple times. This one, how I know it's a different shirt, because it does have the BFAM on the back of the t-shirt. So yes, I know this is my BFAM shirt. It is good. Like, listen, I'm telling y'all, they sturdy. Everybody that I know that has received this t-shirt, that has purchased a t-shirt, I haven't had any callbacks or anybody with the issues of wearing them. So yeah, make sure y'all hit them up. Listen, I'll tell you, if you got a clothing line, clothing design that you want, you're trying to create your own, marketing your own clothing line, listen, this is where you want to do it at. Hit me up. I got a book. I have a book teaching you how to brand, how to wear your brand. That is what I am about. I am my brand. I am definitely my brand. I'm going back old school. I am my brand. So I wear my brand. If y'all see me out and about 9 times out of 10, I do have the brand on, and it is all thankful to Smooth Transitions, Mr. Show Out. So y'all hit him up if y'all need anything, any designs. I'm telling y'all, I know it's like lupus walks and breast cancer events and different stuff going on. Hit us up. Autism awareness. We are at the end of the month. I'm telling y'all, whatever it is that you're looking for. Hold on, wait. Somebody hit me up now. I apologize for that. Yep.
Hey everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi Auntie. Hi DC. Let's do this. Hey, I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
Listen, don't forget, follow us, Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse. I do know I was having some issues uploading some items up on the site, but if you want to contact me, if you are interested in the Fruitiverse, I have plenty of curriculum that goes along with it. We are getting the sites up. I'm working on that. I told y'all I'm learning this, and it is very, very strenuous. You are writing your own programs, so listen, just bear with me. But we do have some stuff available for the Fruitiverse. So follow us. Make sure on Facebook, Auntie Mims and the Fruitiverse. I do have a Fruitiverse Gmail that is getting ready to start up. But we are trying. We are definitely trying. It has been a long time coming. And I most definitely know that anything that I want successful is not going to be done overnight. And this definitely has not been done overnight. This month has came and went. The month has come and gone. I just looked at the calendar and I'm like, oh man, tomorrow's April 1st. So, y'all going to get the April Fool's jokes, all that good stuff. Technically, tomorrow's the beginning of the year. So, and y'all know when they say you do the spring cleaning and get all that stuff together, this is the time to go ahead and get that done. Spring cleaning, clean out all of your old stuff, get rid of the old stuff. Anything you need to take accountability for, this is the time to do it. Put those plans into motion for the rest of the year. We are 4 months in 2026. 2026 has shown out in 2026. The first 4 months has been eventful. Very eventful. There are a lot of stories that are covering the news, of course, with everything going on in Iran right now. I'm not even a real big Drewski fan. I think he's hilarious, but a lot of the coverage and stuff is going on. A lot of stuff is being exposed through comedians and TV shows, and so we need to take heed to that. If you remember, if you grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like what they say, we Pharaoh children and all that good stuff. If you grew up in our era, then you already know a lot of this stuff was shown to us on TV. Now we're living it. So we kind of sort of knew what they expect, but a lot of this other stuff they're covering up from us to make us be suspicious. Y'all just keep your eyes open, pay attention to everything that's going on. Don't be afraid to watch the news. I was watching something and the girl was like, if you're not watching news of some source, you are a lost cause, seriously, because everything that's going on right now is affecting everybody. You need to make sure you are paying attention to what's going on in the schools, our children in the neighborhoods, our people that we call friends, that we deal with. Y'all just got to make sure the world is like our children apparently are on the assignment that this is what's to be destroyed. We are losing our babies at alarming rates. All different types of things are happening to them. If you've been watching, I've been covering a lot of stories that have been either children. Most of them are all children related, but a lot of them are either children committing the crimes or crimes being committed against kids. We need to be aware. Our children need to be aware. We need to be aware of what we need to be looking for. So, and that's just the best thing that I could just say, y'all. We getting closer to the end of the year. The school year, summertime is coming. We know we've been seeing a lot of these teen takeovers. We need our children to be safe. I'm going to get more into that towards the end of the show because I do have some stuff to address when it comes to these teen takeovers. Oh, that was a story I forgot, DC. I was supposed to cover that story tonight. The young lady from last spring break, but we'll just talk about that one because I forgot to send that one to you. But before we get in there, we're going to get into some of our stories with bringing y'all in. Let y'all take a moment, get your dinner, get your snacks, whatever you got going on. We're going to cover our first story. And, of course, we're going to come right here to Tampa. And happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. And Lil Fool, happy birthday to Show Out's grandson. His birthday today. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays. I got to start doing that. I really do. I got to start celebrating my followers. I'm sorry I have not been doing that. Happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday today or anniversary, a special moment. Take a time out today for anybody that has lost somebody. I got to start doing that. If I'm going to make it make sense, I got to start appreciating y'all more. So definitely shout out to Show Out's grandbaby today for his birthday. Now, the first story that we're going to get into, and then this one here, we're going to Tampa. Like I said, we're coming back on home to Tampa. This story hits home because it is here. But this one here is a story of a 32-year-old Renee from Tampa, Florida, got her house raided on a suspicion of selling drugs from her home. Authorities found 100 fentanyl pills and an additional 153 grams of bulk fentanyl. They also found marijuana and 63 packages of marijuana-infused edibles. She was known in her neighborhood as the Candy Lady for selling drug-infused treats to the kids. She was arrested and charged with drug trafficking and recently sentenced to 60 years in prison. This story was sent to me about Miss Renee Stevens. I do not know this young lady, but this young lady is my child's age. So therefore, we this story hit home because I'm like, wow. And to know that this young lady she doing her thing. But when it comes to the children, this is where we got an issue and we got to speak up. If adults want to make decisions, and don't get me wrong, because when I was young, yes, I smoked weed. And then, back then, I, went on no pills, didn't do none of that stuff like that. I didn't really know nobody that was doing that. But nowadays, it is more common for our children to be using a lot of recreational drugs, starting with the vapes, the pills, all of this stuff. To know that she had these many pills, and the fact that this fentanyl is killing people at this alarming rate, and it don't take as much. To know that she had 100 fentanyl pills and she was having infused treats and all of this stuff, it only takes one little hit of the wrong thing for a child. A lot of grown people can't take these drugs, and we have children that are walking around here using them, and we wonder why we see our kids on being buried, and we see our kids on the news committing all these crimes when their minds are being altered, and there are adults at the other end. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I have a problem. I smoke weed if I want to, but I'm not giving weed to no child. I'm not giving no drugs to no child. I don't even buy cigarettes to children. I don't even let children smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? What you do is your business. So if you smoke a cigarette, you buy your own cigarettes, that's your business. I'm not condoning that. Have I condoned some of the stuff that children had no business doing? Absolutely. But when it comes to this point right here, where we are losing children, they are dying, people are dying, and we are in 2026, this right here is insane. I was looking at some of the comments, and people was like, that's crazy that they gave this lady 60 years for this. Somehow it was like 60 years, goddamn, 60 years is crazy. Somebody else said, no, it's not. Did anyone die from the fentanyl? That's reason it's 60 years that drugs, IDs deadly. People actually murder people and get away less than that. That's crazy as fuck. So this story, this is when y'all know y'all need to make better decisions. Everybody not going to get the same time. And we know that she probably got way more time than some people. 60 years is a lot of time. I'm not sure if anybody lost their life, but this was a gamble that she took. This was a risk that she took. Apparently she was doing good because she had the amount of product that she did. Are there some upset people in the city of Tampa? I'm pretty sure they are. Especially during spring break time and all this good time. But, it's been a minute. She was locked up before spring break. But, we don't want to condone any of this. And it's sad that she got this amount of time. Hopefully, she'll get some rehab and probably not. Probably not. She'll probably find another hustle while she in there locked up because that's all she knows. But we got to be very, very careful when we're sending our children to certain people. And some of the stuff that we know when we're adults, we got to make better decisions when it comes to our kids. If you know your child going to the Candy Lady house, you need to stop that. And the Candy Lady, I hope you learned your lesson from this. It's sad. Like I said, it's sad. But consequences, accountability. It was a decision that you made, baby. Again, I'm so sorry that was the decision for whatever reason that you made that decision. But 60 years, that's wild. But we do know that they do hand out a lot of time in Florida to certain people. So we need to be very, very careful. Or get better at what you're doing, baby, because you didn't pass. Like, I don't know what y'all want me to say. I can't say that she don't deserve to go to jail because she was selling candy and drug-infused candy to children. I have children. I have grandkids. So to know that, she has to be held accountable for her actions. Is that amount of time too much? The listeners, I had somebody say that 60 years is way too much time for that. If y'all got opinions, let me know. Y'all think 60 years is too much time for this young lady for being the Candy Lady? Now, have in mind, remember now, y'all seen what she had. You know what I'm saying? So we've already discussed what she had. So we know the amount that she had on her. We know that one just going to the kids. So y'all let me know what y'all opinions is. Do y'all think 60 years is too much time for being the candy lady? Y'all just go ahead and say story one. Let me know what you talk about so I know exactly what you're commenting on. And we just gonna go ahead and move right on ahead. Go DJ. Oh, my grandbaby. Hey DJ. DC, you can go ahead to the next story. Let's see, story 2. Oh, no.
We've been following closely. What do we know about the gift cards that Tyler Perry was handing out to Atlanta TSA workers and the workers being asked to return them now, Marissa?
A source is confirming to me that he did pass out some of those gift cards, or somebody on his team, but guidance from DHS and the TSA yesterday telling those employees that now that they are getting back pay, they're actually going to have to return any gift cards that they received.
All right. We want to point out that the Tyler Perry team had gone through the appropriate channels at the airport before they distributed those gift cards. So, wow, what a roller coaster for the employees when it comes to those gifts. Thanks a lot, Marissa.
All right. So this story was sent to me, and shout out to Tyler Perry once again for coming through when the government didn't. Show out says she should be happy it wasn't life. I honestly agree with that. That's in relation to the first story. I absolutely agree that she's lucky that it wasn't life that she received. Again, I don't know if anybody lost their life or how or what happened with. I'm pretty sure they was investigating her before they just went in and arrested her because they took a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff in them. But so it's on to the next story with Tyler Perry. So a couple weeks ago, as we know, TSA employees have not been receiving pay with everything that was going on. They had not been getting paid. So Tyler Perry decided that him and his team was going to go out to TSA, and they were going to give out money to the families of the workers who had not been getting paid, with a lot of them complaining about bills falling behind, needing regular toiletries, food, these items. So Tyler Perry and his team, as you heard, they got together, they went down to the airport. And first they initially went out with cash. They were turned away, telling that they were unable to give the employees cash. What he did was later they went through all of the correct channels, every correct channel they went through, and they went and got gift cards. So $1,000 gift cards that they began handing out to the employees at TSA. Once these gift cards began to be handed out, the government miraculously was able to begin now issuing out payment to these employees, and now are telling these employees that they need to return the $1,000 gift cards. I am so sorry, not sorry, but it ain't happening. And I'm gonna tell you now. I would have told them I used it or gave it away. Right. And that's the problem. That is one of the issues that a lot of the people, some of the people have used the gift cards. Some of them have used some of the money on the gift cards. My thing is, how can you tell somebody to give back something that was given to them as a gift? It doesn't matter what it was for. It did not come from TSA. It was given from somebody else. So how can you go in and tell a person that they cannot receive a gift that was given to them because you were unable to do your job? I just disagree with that one. And the lines is open. Y'all can listen. I'm telling y'all, this is insane. There is absolutely no way. DC, you gonna give the money back? I'm not giving it back. I promise you, DC, I don't know how you feeling, but I'm not. I refuse to give the money back.
What money?
Are you returning the money?
What money?
Right. Like, what the hell?
Times are tough, man. I spent that money on my groceries. My kids are fed. I ain't got no money.
And that was the whole thing. This man stepped in because of these exact complaints. And you're going to tell this man that, oh, no, his money is no good. But y'all are complaining that we are in a deficit. Y'all are complaining that we don't have money. So when these stars actually start reaching out to help us. So I just want to know, y'all make it make sense. What is the issue? If it ain't your money, if y'all complaining about having to spend money and somebody else comes in to cover, to begin to cover, you know what I'm saying, a part of the debt that y'all claim that we had. You know what I'm saying? I've never understood it. I was just looking at what is it? The other day, I was watching TV, and it's a little bit off topic, but it's really not. I was watching the news, and I seen that they were talking about the new, our new Raid Stadium that they're putting in. And I was just listening. Don't get me wrong, because I love, I love the fact that we have teams. I'm down for every team that I have in Tampa because I'm from Tampa, born and raised. I don't care what sport it is. If it's from Tampa, I'm for them. You understand what I'm saying? That truthfully, I really am. But I listened to them, and they were just like, they finna spend so many billions of dollars to build a stadium. And I'm sitting there listening to them say that. And it's like, so y'all have the money. And I understand it's coming from different sources. So that goes back to, like, you can't tell a person what to spend their money on. But the fact that y'all tell us that y'all have all this money to put into stadiums, why not take this money when y'all doing all these taxes and crazy stuff and allocate a certain amount of these funds to assist the actual people, not the fact that y'all bringing people in for the tourism capital. Listen, make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. If we have this amount of money, if they have this amount of money, I'm not gonna say we because I ain't put in that money. But if you have that amount of money to go and build all these stadiums and stuff, these same stadiums that you can't utilize when there is emergencies and crisis that's going on, but we are spending all this money for sports complexes and different things like that. Does that not tell you that we are having issues that we are like? It's just insane to me. You can go to every city pretty much and find these huge stadiums, these large stadiums. What are these stadiums being built for? Why are we allocating so much money for these stadiums? I'm just saying, y'all comment what you want to. They sound conspiracy theorists. All they keep doing is I know back in the days, like in Greek and Rome, they had all these coliseums and all this stuff going on, and it was for what? Same thing that when they came out with the movie, I ain't gonna say the movie because they probably gonna try to shut me down. But I'm just saying, y'all make it make sense. And no, this ain't no April Fool's jokes. This is the truth. Like for real. Tell me, why would they want a person to give back money that they didn't have to spend? Why would they be mad that somebody came in and saved them, and saved these people if it was for the people? That's what I don't be understanding. If you gonna make it make sense, just make that make sense. If you gonna get up there and say stuff and do this stuff, then you need to be able to back that up. You need to really be able to make it make sense. How can you tell a person that you don't have the money, you couldn't pay them, it was a shutdown, this, that, whatever? Y'all coming with all the different excuses. Somebody else that has no ties to the TSA steps in and pays these people, give these people gift cards, money, and you have a problem with that, but you say that you're for the people. Absolutely not. Y'all need to make it make sense. And I'm telling y'all, keep sending me the stories. I'm going to keep covering them. I will call them out. I do not mind because they know that's dead wrong, and somebody need to make that make sense. So if TSA, if y'all know somebody work for TSA, if y'all a listener, follower, go talk to somebody, tell them Auntie got a question to answer it. They can come up here and answer the question. Do that because that would be too much, like, right? But I want to know, like, why would you get mad if somebody else? That's like right now saying you don't have the money to pay the bills, you don't have money for the rent, you ain't got it. Somebody else on the outside source comes and say, okay, look, I'm going to cover this. Didn't ask for nothing back in return. I'm going to cover this amount. And then that's just like them going around, turning around, the landlord coming back saying, you know what? No, we don't want the money because it didn't come from you. Yeah. So, yeah, no, that don't make no sense to me. I don't care how you try to spin it. It don't make sense to me. It absolutely does not make sense to me. No. So, I'm telling you, if y'all reach out, if you work for Tyler Perry, because I know Tyler Perry, his assistants and people that work for him, they be on social media all the time. If y'all pass this, share this, send this. Somebody tag them, tell them that I want to know, how does that feel? And to me, that person, Tyler, should feel like that's a slap in his face, because this man is out here doing stuff. I know people complain about this man, and who cares with his money? Again, this is what this man chose to do with his money. So this man chose to give this money to these people, and they are telling this man that he can't do that. So how can you tell a person that they can't be a blessing to somebody else? Yeah, it don't make no sense to me either. So that's that Miss T. Hold on. Miss T from Pompano says she want to return nothing. Baby, I'm with you. I'm with you. And shout out to my TikTok followers that I tuned in tonight. I really appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Whether you tune in on YouTube, StreamYard, Facebook, TikTok, what else? I think that's the only sites that I shared it. If you're here with somebody brought you in. If you're sitting around listening, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. And every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. at Make It Make Sense for Auntie. Listen, if you like to be a sponsor or if you have an advertisement, if you want to put your ads on here, you got some products. And I am looking for yogurt companies. So if you're a startup yogurt company, I'm so serious about this. If you are a startup yogurt company and you are looking for a taste test to pick me, I'm looking for new yogurt companies. I just found, I like all kinds of yogurts. It's a TikTok I did about it because I need to go to rehab. They told me to go to rehab, but I said, no. Because I love yogurt. Right now, Greek Gods is doing it for me. They honey vanilla is But if you are seriously, if you're watching me, if you're a follower, if you're a listener, if you have a startup yogurt company, and I'm telling you, I love yogurt, you can send it to me. I will be a part of your taste testing crew. I will let you know the tweaks, what need to be done for it. I love, like I said, any yogurt, plain, flavorful. I add my own flavors to it anyway, so trust me. But just let me know where y'all at. Contact me, send it to me. Send the information to me. We can you know what I'm saying, we can exchange information. I'm serious. Startup yogurt companies, small yogurt businesses. If you know somebody that make yogurts or lemonades, even though I do lemonades, I will be starting back up this summertime. I'm super excited for the lemonade company that we will be back in effect. I don't know if I'm gonna do the peanuts this year, but I definitely will be doing lemonades this year. And we're gonna be doing them all, aunties and lemonades. So I am super excited for that. Now we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next story. I have a little bit of stuff we're gonna cover before we leave tonight, but yeah, we're gonna just jump on into my next story.
Any reason to sound like a madman? Your hazards on? Why are you going so fast down Turkey Creek?
¿Por qué vas tan rápido por Turkey Creek con las luces intermitentes encendidas?
Now, if you just tune in, if you're watching what we were just watching, is 132 miles per hour police chase that took effect. That was in Tampa a couple of days, about 4 days ago. And the story is a Tampa woman, Whitney Joseph, 25, is accused of leading troopers on a chase, reaching 132 miles per hour on the Howard Franklin. And if you from Tampa, if you from Florida, you know what the Howard Franklin is. That's not a bridge that you want to play on. You don't want to get on the Howard Franklin. You don't want to get on the Skyway. You don't want to get on those bridges because there is nothing but water for miles. That is all that is beneath you. So the fact that this chick decided she was going to do 132 miles per hour on this bridge alone is insane. So we're going to keep going further. It says that it ended in a rollover crash that seriously injured another driver. And that one bothered me because it's like, oh, if you would have went over that bridge. Investigators said Whitney drove recklessly, causing a crash that left the other driver, identified as Landon Bridges, hospitalized in serious condition after becoming unresponsive. After the crash, Whitney allegedly assaulted troopers and refused sobriety and breath tests. She now faces multiple felony charges, including DUI with serious bodily injury and aggravated fleeing, according to the FHP. It says the woman who is facing those charges and caused that crash, the trooper said that the incident began as a traffic stop, but quickly escalated to an argument with troopers before Joseph allegedly sped away, reaching up to 132 miles an hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. Do you know, I experienced something like that a couple weeks ago with a person speeding through traffic that is moving. But if you are in a car, especially on a bridge that is locked in and you are traveling on a bridge, to see a person coming at you at 132 miles per hour, and no matter which way they come on a bridge, to come in at you. It says the affidavit says Joseph drove recklessly, changing lanes aggressively and dangerously. During the pursuit, investigators say Joseph tried to pass between vehicles, but hit a sedan that was in the center lane. Joseph's vehicle flipped over multiple times after the collision. The driver of the sedan, identified as Landon Bridges, suffered serious injuries and reportedly became unresponsive. After the crash, troopers say Joseph became aggressive. She was kicking multiple troopers in the chest, hitting one trooper near the neck, biting another one on the arm. They reported a strong odor of alcohol coming from Joseph, along with a cup believed to be filled with alcohol that spilled inside of the car. Her charges are DUI with serious bodily injury, refusal to submit the test, and aggravated fleeing to elude law enforcement, causing serious injury or death, battery on a law enforcement officer, 3 counts. The trooper said it's a miracle no one was actually killed in this accident, and traveling those speeds, no matter where you are, is dangerous. So, yeah. So, and then again, it says, why should you care about this? And this area was the Howard Franklin was actually under construction. So this lady was on a crash course, literally at 25 years old. And this is what I'm saying. They're getting younger and younger. She has like literally a literal crash out. 25 years old, you drinking, whatever else you took, whatever you dealing with. And this is why it's so important that you talk to somebody. This is why accountability partners are so important. This is why Make It Make Sense Auntie is so important, that we can partner you up with accountability partners. I have an accountability partner. I do. I really do. I have an accountability partner. And I know that if I'm dealing with someone, or if I need to talk to them, I actually have 2. I can go to these people and they're going to hold me accountable. They're going to tell me what's wrong. They're going to tell me what's right. And I'm going to have to address that. I'm definitely going to have to look back and do a self-evaluation. That's what I do. And it's sad that a lot of people don't have that. I know a lot of people didn't have that. I didn't have that coming around until I created that system for myself. And it's needed and it's necessary. It says in that this meanwhile that this bridge, the stretcher highway where she was at, sees about 1,000 crashes a year, and then 25% of those which have resulted in injury or death. So we definitely want to send prayers out to the family of Mr. Landon Bridges. To this young lady, I pray that she get the help that she needs, because she most definitely need it. She definitely needs some time to sit down and think about her decisions, because clearly she does not make good decisions. Alcohol shouldn't be nowhere in her future. The fact that she and she needed to get counseling, because at that rate of speed, we don't know what was going through her mind. And we're sad because 80 miles over the speed limit is insane. And to be, like I said, to be speeding over a bridge of water. If you get time, y'all just look up the Howard Franklin Bridge in Tampa Bay, and y'all will see exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all will say that why this was definitely a decision that had to be made under the influence, most definitely, because there's nobody that I know that's gonna make that decision unless you racing and drag racing. And even then, personally, that's a dumb decision on that bridge, because anything could happen, and anything could happen. We definitely gonna make that make sense. That is definitely a story that y'all need to be reading. If you got teens, children, talk to them. Young adults, talk to them. If they go to these clubs, if they hang out, talk to them. If they traveling across these bridges, if they traveling to go to places, talk to your children, help them make, better adult decisions if they are putting themselves in adult situations. Because we are seeing listen, the influx in stuff that's being done. A lot of dumbass decisions are being made because of lack of guidance, or just because they want to see if it happened, whether it's a challenge on social media, just because they feel like doing something. We need to get our children, our communities under control. We definitely do. Yeah. If y'all like the show, yes, you can definitely send some love on Cash App, AUNTI24. Let's help us help y'all. We most definitely give back. Before I go on to the next story, so I am going to cut in again. Y'all can support why I am talking about that. If you want to show the show some love, you don't have to always just do a donation, because I know like that's like the worst thing. I was looking at something, they were just like, oh, when they ask for money. So what we're doing over here at Make It Make Sense for Auntie, in conjunction with Smooth Transitions, Right now, if you make a donation, any donations that is made over $15, you will receive a Make It Make Sense shirt. You will receive a shirt for the donation. So it's not like you just giving away money. So you will definitely receive a shirt. I do have a couple of different shirt designs that I will allow you to choose from, or you can just receive the Auntyism t-shirt, or you can just receive, the Make It Make Sense shirts. But because we do have the Auntyism and the Unkism shirts, you have the option to choose one of those shirts if you want to like to be an Unkism, if you like, make donations, Auntyism, if you're just supporting the whole mission, Make It Make Sense with Auntie. But $15 donations, $15, and you will receive a Make It Make Sense t-shirt from Auntie, custom shirts. You will receive them, and also you will receive a special gift. Right now, my shirt orders are behind. DC, I got yours going out this Friday. Had some stuff going on last week with my work schedule, but yes, with this getting I'm getting my schedule back on. I'm waiting on my Uline order to come in, so that's what. And thank you for that. Thank you. And again, yeah, and if listeners, if y'all following me and y'all listening, if y'all got companies and stuff that might be something that Auntie use, y'all, I'm gonna start a list on my page. But we're gonna start the Auntyism list. I'm gonna start a list with Auntie of the businesses that I use. We're gonna start doing that. So if you have a business and you have a product or service, something that y'all want Auntie to use or you want me to use it, y'all listen, send it to me. Let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all favorite items are as well. At Walmart, we are now part of the Walmart sellers group with the smooth transition and with the Auntie Make It Make Sense. Of course, if y'all know, I do have a whole Auntie Mims brand, which is the Auntie Make It Make Sense brand. The Auntie Make It Make Sense brand is, of course, the Auntyism t-shirts. I have, like I said, calendars. I have curriculum. We are getting all that done. I did a lot of work, put it all in, but I just can't figure out how to create a website. I done built them, figured out pages, and just can't figure this stuff out. So I've been reaching out, trying to find people that's trying to help me, that's not trying to take from me, because there's a lot of that going on. Y'all know who y'all is if y'all watching, if you're listening, if you see this story, you definitely know who he is. If I asked you for help or came to you for assistance and you tried to take my money from me, or you did me wrong, this is definitely to you. I am figuring it all out. And if you don't know, you should know that I am going to figure it out for myself. I will definitely put in the work that it takes to build me, to make me get where I'm going to get. I have not done that, got this far without actually being able to put into work. I am a person that can accept setbacks, because all it's going to do is make me go harder. If you don't know, listen, this show is proof. The show is definitely proof that something give me a challenge and I'm going to do it. And I'm still, I have challenges that I face, but I am still going to make it make sense. And I am going to help others make it make sense. Those that need to be helped will be helped through me if that is what is supposed to be done. And we are definitely going to do that. So yes, if you would like to help and support the show, y'all can hit me up, Cash App, AUNTI24. If you do not use Cash App, if you use Zelle, I do have Zelle. I also have PayPal. We also have Current if you like to send donations. Now, also, some people don't like to do that. They want to know where their money go at. I am creating a on Amazon wish list. I will be creating a wish list on Amazon, so you can actually go on there and purchase some of the items that we will have on this wish list that will just go that way, so that you are not sending any money, and then we will use that stuff directly when we go out and do our services and our gift baskets and our programs. I'm, like I told y'all before, I'm trying to get with some of the libraries, daycare centers and stuff, so we can get this movement out there in the open, so we can get it pushed out there. I'm ready to take listen, we want to go on tour. The Fruitiverse, we ready. I want to do all of that. So that's what I'm working towards. And I want to give myself maybe 6 months. And then, again, it won't be in every household, but at least it will be a household name. So definitely, if you would like to support, help out with the show, just know if you make donations, $15 or more, you will receive a shirt. If you, and once they start going up over there, y'all already know it comes with all type of shout outs, gifts, benefits, back actions, all type of stuff. We're going to make it make sense. But then we're going to go ahead. So let's go ahead and jump on into our next story DC.
Come on, Auntie. Come on, Auntie. What are you phone, Eric?
All right. So if you're in that video that we just showed is actually a Milwaukee teacher that is in a classroom with a 5-year-old young man that is on the spectrum. He has autism. In the video, you can see the teacher throwing this child around and hitting on this child. And we have been sharing so many stories of exposure to people like this. I pray that she go to jail. She most definitely need to go to jail. The fact that and it's one thing to be an aggressive teacher. And when I say aggressive, that's not abusive. Sometimes you have to be more stern with certain children to let them know that it's not a game. But the way that she handling this child, most definitely we let them know that it is abuse. In this story, when it was sent to me, of course, I was reading the story, watching the story. I went through and was reading the comments, and people were saying, you know, they wonder how long this been going on that the other person in the room decided to record. My thing is, I don't know if they knew they was being recorded or not, but the fact that she had to climb up under the tables to expose this woman for who she really was. And the saddest part is that we are seeing these at alarming rates. People are taking these jobs, working in classrooms with special needs children. They get frustrated. They don't want to do it. I'm a very stern teacher because I don't believe that when you have a special ability that it should take away from you being, you know, disciplined and all that stuff like everybody else. However, I do understand that there's a certain level that you have to address them on, so they're not going to do the same things. I was watching this video and I seen the little boy, he was picking up the toys and doing what she was saying. Maybe he wasn't doing it for her at the rate that she wanted it done, but she definitely does not need to be in a classroom. She does not need to be working with these types of children or any children. I hope the parents 100% get a lawsuit. I hope the school board, you know what I'm saying, the person that was subjected to having to see this, because apparently it became too much that they had to record. So that means that it had to affect them mentally, that they felt the need to record what was being done to this child in the classroom. And I thank them for doing it. And I'm gonna tell you, because I done worked in daycare centers before, 9 times out of 10, she probably reported it before. They didn't believe her. Some of the assistants in there, because they get tired, frustrated with some of these kids. Have I been frustrated with kids? Absolutely 100. But I also make it a habit to talk to the parents. You try to talk to them to see if you can get something going on with them, not frustration. That is not what you do. Absolutely not what you do. So she most definitely needs to get exactly what is coming to her. They need to, she needs to no longer be able to work with children. Of any children. They need to do an evaluation on her mentally, because something got to be wrong with her if she felt that was okay. So yeah, Milwaukee, I need y'all to do something. We need y'all to hold her accountable, most definitely. This baby, we pray for the mind of this child that doesn't further, affect them, because there are already children that don't respond like most people do. And so anything that could hinder that, that could have set him back. So we just gonna keep praying, and we're gonna pray that all these teachers, and it's sad that these children are subjected to this abuse, but in order for us to expose who they really is, these children have to experience this. They should do the same things. I feel like when stuff like this happen, and there's videos, and y'all probably think I'm crazy when I say this, but I'm so serious. Like, I'm 100% so serious with what I'm finna say. When they show me videos of teachers and adults that take these children and abuse them in these rooms and stuff, I really do feel like they should put them right back in their environment put them back in the classroom, go get some other adults in there, and let them do the same thing to the child that they did to the child. I really do believe in an eye for an eye. I really do believe that if you feel at your big grown age that you can go in there and bully a child, that they should go get a bully to bully the bullies. I do believe in it. I don't condone bullying unless it's bullying the bully. Right. And I know bullies go through stuff you know happen to them, but when you grown and you beating up on 4 and 5 year olds because you have nothing better to do because your life is a failure, whatever it is that you're dealing with because somebody beating on you, and I understand all that. I do. People's minds are different, but that is no excuse for you to go and retaliate on a child, especially a special needs child that can't fight back for themselves. But I'm gonna say this, and y'all gonna think I'm probably crazy when I say this. What should have happened is baby boy should have tapped into that strength that they have, that inhumane strength that they are able to tap into. Because I have experienced it. He should have grabbed hold of her and not let her go, and did to her what she was doing to him. But then again, she probably would have hurt him real bad. But yeah, that's what need to happen. Some of these children, they need to run when they be abusing and beating up on the children that don't self that have these special needs. When they send around, you know, the ones that be on social media that the parents be showing these videos of they tearing up their houses, they done destroyed the kitchen, they done broke up games and stuff. Yeah, them the kids. Them. Take them kids and put them kids in the rooms with them adults and them other kids that be bullying them and let them do what they need to do. Yeah, that I'm just saying. And if you don't, I bet you a lot of that stuff will calm on down if y'all get some of these special needs children with this extraordinary strength to go in there and fight back. Them little boys that be up there tearing up, snatching whole microwaves and TVs off walls and throwing and destroying whole houses. Grab some of them kids and grab these teachers that keep abusing on them other little children, because you don't never see the videos with them running up on them type. You see the police come, you see all that stuff. So they know how to pick their battles. These teachers too. You know how to pick and choose who you gonna bully on. So y'all bully on the ones that don't speak. Y'all bully on them. But when that happens, they should release the others out and let them enjoy their day in the room. Don't nobody go in there trying to stop them. Don't nobody let them go in there and do exactly what it is that they came in there to do. And we'll make that make sense. I guarantee you it'll stop a lot of this mess. Because it's ridiculous what we got going on. So that most definitely, that video pissed me off. Like they all do when they send me videos of these children, but I have to watch them. I will stop them if it gets to be too much. This one here was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be from the title that they sent me, but it was bad because this child had to experience it at the hands of somebody that's supposed to care about them. And that's the problem. So if you have your children in these special needs, they're in these IEP programs, they're in these classes, a lot of these people go get these jobs just to go get a job because they school boards and these places need these people because people don't be wanting these jobs. Y'all got to pay attention to the people that go in there. I'm watching videos and they got, I know they showed like the last few months, it was aides that worked on buses and in classrooms that was caught on videos beating and hitting on these kids. Y'all need to stop. So when these children become angry and they be around here acting out, then you want to tell them, oh, they this and they that. You already didn't want to be bothered with them from the front. Then you done made them, pissed them off, and you done made it worse. Now somebody else have to deal with it. Y'all need to get that together. Stop bullying on people. This whole world is bullies. The United States is full of bullies. I know we see it in other countries, but when I tell you the videos that I'm posting come from the United States, so we're not talking about nobody else. We talk about just us, yes, y'all, all that. All them words together. We talk about that. Yeah, y'all heard me mess it up. We definitely have to make it make sense. We definitely got to stop this. We got to stop accepting stuff. If you got a friend, somebody that you know, your teachers, your homegirls, when y'all sitting down talking about so-and-so child that was in the classroom acting up and they telling you how they going to beat them and this, that, and other. Now, wait. I will tell a parent real fast that if your child get out of control, I will beat your child. But when I say beat them, they will get a spanking. They will get popped. Yes, ma'am. You send your child for me to babysit them, I will beat your child. I will spank your child. Yes, ma'am. I do not believe in sparing the rod absolutely at all. If your child is bold enough to be disrespectful, your child is ready. They ready for consequences. If your child talk back, we're going to have that conversation. We're going to sit down. We're going to make that make sense. We're going to stop teaching these children that it is, the fight, because I used to love to fight. Baby, I would be ready to fight. Say something I want to fight. Be ready. But now they don't fight fair. People, a scary person are hurting. So you got to be careful. And then when we have these children that are special needs, we put them in situations like this. And then when they respond, we want to, you want to hold them accountable, but you're not saying what you did to this baby. If this baby would have responded and did something to her and hurt her, then it would have been, this child acting out. And then this child would have been having to deal with consequences because an adult or somebody was bothering and bullying them. So our special needs babies, make sure y'all watching out, take care of them, be protective of them. Y'all need to be held accountable. Teachers, y'all definitely need to be held accountable. I think that's it. Did we cover all the stories, DC? I think I did them all, y'all. Ooh, listen. I think I did them all. But
yes, ma'am. Only 4.
That's good, y'all. But so before we get up out of here, and you know what I'm saying, it's been, I thank y'all for everybody that's been tuning in. March came and it went. Easter is this Sunday, so make sure, like, if you celebrate Easter, Good Friday is this Friday. There's a lot of festivities going on. Y'all be careful with what's going on. These Easter egg hunts, I know it used to be like with the Halloween and stuff. You be talking about, check the candy. Make sure y'all do the same thing when it comes to Easter. These Easter baskets, taking your children out here to these Easter egg hunts. Make sure y'all know these people. I know I just saw on the news earlier, they had like the candies, the fentanyls, the pills that they're passing off as sweet tarts and all this stuff. Y'all be careful. And I'm telling you, to the adults that's making this stuff, that's targeting children, you are sick. And I hope you are exposed. And exposed for exactly who you really are. And the consequences are so much that you can't deal with it, but you have to deal with it because that's the decision that you made. Y'all be very, very careful. Y'all be very, very blessed this weekend. Now, for the month of April, we will be starting up, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. And I know last month was Women's Month, but it was a topic that was brought to me, so we are going to talk about it for the month of April. This will be a topic. I'm not going to devote the whole shows to this topic the whole month, but we will be touching on it on every episode, and it is femicide in the Black communities, and we definitely are going to talk about this. And that don't mean I'm not gonna talk about the fellas too. Listen, so don't come writing me, sending me messages talking about y'all always talking about the women. Yes, I'm talking about the women because that is the title. Dehydration, y'all can see that like lips getting ashy. But no, that is the subject that was sent to me. So I am going to cover. I tell y'all, if y'all want me to talk about something, y'all send it to me. I was on a post, a young lady said that nobody ever talks about the femicide. And we see it all the time. Femicide is killing a woman because she is a woman. And that happens in a lot of domestic violence relationships. A lot of situations that we see it happens. And it is not addressed enough in the Black communities. And so we are going to address it. We're going to start with it. So next week, when y'all tune in next Tuesday, we will be addressing femicide in the Black community. Again, that's not the only topic, but that is one of the major ones. So if you somebody that's been touched by this situation, if you somebody that got some information on femicide, if y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all hit me up. I would love to have y'all as guests on the show, because we always want to make sure that we get the accurate information out there to my listeners. Never want to tell them nothing that's not right. Want to get them the most accurate information as possible. So if you are a listener, a follower, know somebody, got some information for me, y'all can send that over to me so we can get that out to the community. But again, femicide in the Black communities, we will be addressing that. I told y'all it happens, so we definitely will talk about that. But also for the month of April, it's a lot of stuff going on. We're getting ready to go into the month of May. Y'all know we 2 months away from Auntie's birthday. So we switching some stuff up. I said that I was gonna have a birthday party this year, but I think I'm gonna change my mind, because I seen that they was having a Black Cowboy Festival. I think it's in South Carolina, and I told the people I do not mind saving a horse. So we will definitely most likely be, not definitely most likely, but most likely for my birthday this year, I will be amongst the Black Cowboys. I would love that. So I'm gonna lead a tour guide. One of my employees is gonna go with me, but I'm gonna need a tour guide. So I'm coming up there. I'm gonna come to South Carolina in May. So I'm excited about that. Also, we are putting together an event for Georgia. I'm coming back DC this summer, so I want to do it probably like June, probably towards the mid-July, before they return back to school. We're gonna come down there and do a vision board party. I'm gonna start them down here, so we're gonna get them done end of the school year, get the kids back together. Also, before we get up out of here, these teen takeovers, that means that we're not doing enough for our children, giving them enough stuff to do. So I would like to get in touch with people, local people, organizations that have things that are available for our youth to do. So if you're in the Hillsborough County area and you are watching, I would love to get in contact with y'all. I would like to put on some events for the youth to keep them safe, but to allow them something to do. So most definitely that is something that we are working towards. So we have the shirts going on with the shirt campaign. Again, any donations, $15 and over, you will receive a t-shirt. Now that also goes along with Smooth Transitions right now. He has $15 shirts, $15, $20 shirts, all custom shirts right now, $25. And when I say custom, that's to get a name on the back, name or a date. Name and date. I think name and date are available for $25. You can get that custom on your shirt. Now the shirts do go up higher than that, as if you really want a customizations, outfits. I do all of that stuff. Pricing, I have a price list that's available for that. But right now, $15 donations, you receive a Make It Make Sense or an Auntie-ism or Unclism t-shirt from Make It Make Sense with Auntie. If you go on Smooth Transitions, right now they have shirts available for $15. Custom shirts, $25. If you have any events coming up, birthday party organization, I do have pricing, special packaging prices. Right now, graduation, make sure y'all reach out if you have anybody graduating so we can get those done and out of here. The turnover rate is kind of quick. Yes, I had some stuff going on last week, so I did not go out, and we did just find a new company to use the ship. So we're waiting on them to send in our order so that we can send out orders. That's what we got going on right now. But thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure y'all stay tuned for Simply Complicated at 11. Show I say he's signing out. It was a great show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all stay tuned. BFAM 109.6 is where it's at. Simply Complicated at 11. If y'all forgot, Ink and Rhythm at 7. And make sure y'all stay tuned all week through, because on Thursday, it's the fellas. Y'all tuned in for Ladies Night. Make sure y'all stay tuned back in on Thursdays, starting at 5. What I see what you're doing. Then you know what is it? You speak that shit, and you guys are the worst. So make sure y'all tune in on Thursdays. Stay tuned for 11 tonight. Make sure y'all right back here on Thursdays at 5. This your girl Auntie, and I truly love each and every one of y'all for making it make sense with Auntie. And when life give you lemons, make it make sense.